Good morning, cadets. Today I'll take up the lesson, the fun they had. I'll be taking up the exercise of the lesson. Question number 1. Who was Margie and Tommy? How old are they? Margie and Tommy are students from the year 2157. Tommy is a 13-year-old boy and Margie is an 11-year-old girl. Both are neighbors and good friends who like to spend time together like children of their age usually do. Question number 2. What did Margie write in her diary? On 17th May 2157, Margie recorded in her diary about the discovery of a real book by Tommy. It was a very old book printed on paper and had yellow and wrinkling pages, unlike the telebooks of 22nd century. Question number 3. Where had Tommy found the book? How was it different from the books Margie and Tommy were used to? Tommy found a real book in the attic of his house. The book was at least 200 years old, so pages had turned yellow and crinkly. It was a different book which Margie and Tommy were used to because they had telebooks to read, while the book Tommy found was printed on paper. Had Margie ever seen a real book before? Did she know about such books? No. Margie had never seen a book before till she saw the one Tommy found in the attic of his house. She had only heard about books from her grandfather, who himself had not seen any. He too had heard about a printed book from his own grandfather. Question number 5. What things about the book did Margie and Tommy find strange? Margie and Tommy read telebooks where words moved on a screen. Books were stored in a machine that could store 1,000,000 books on it and still be good for plenty more. For they found it strange that the words in the printed book remained fixed, unlike the moving ones on their television screen. What a waste! What is Tommy referring to as waste? Is it really a waste? Why not? Tommy thought the paper book he found in his attic with words that were printed did not move was a waste. Once a book had been read, it became useless and must be thrown away because it had the same content. Yes, printed books are a waste as telebooks are more accessible. They can be stored in television and read again and again. They occupy very little space compared to the printed books and need not be discarded once they have been read in addition. Paper books consume resources like trees from which paper is made and water that is consumed in the process of paper making. Another way of answering is no. Printed books are not a waste as they can be read by many people over and over again and can be preserved for future generation. Moreover, the data in the telebook can be lost or stolen, but in a printed book, the data printed on a page remains forever. So all these points you can see how they have mentioned. What do you think a telebook is? A telebook is a book made available in text on a television screen. Many books can be stored and read in this way. The telebook is author's imagined version of an e-book, as this story has was written in 1951, long before their advent. So you should think about the author. The author wrote this book in 1951. He understood the future will be like this. So, how futuristic the writer is. He could, in 1951, only foresee that in 2157 there will be no teachers, that is, human teachers or books. Both will be replaced by human telebooks, computer, internet, and all. Did Margie like the printed book? Why not? Margie was really excited to see the real book. Tommy found it as it was unlike the telebook the two were used to reading. It was such a novelty that she recorded the discovery in her diary. As she turned the yellow and crinkly pages of the book with Tommy, she found it quite fascinating, unlike Tommy, who found it a waste. In fact, she was really reluctant to stop reading the book and go to study. She wanted to read the book again after school. Question number 9. Where was Margie's school? Did she have any classmates? Margie's school was a room next to her bedroom. No, she did not have any classmate, as her class was customized classroom set up exclusively for according to her levels and needs. Question number 10. What kind of teachers did Margie and Tommy have? How were they different from teachers in the text? Margie and Tommy had mechanical teachers which were large and black and ugly, with a big screen on which all the lessons were shown and the questions were asked. There was a slot where they had to put homework and test papers, and mechanical teachers calculated the marks in no time. Margie and Tommy's teachers were different from the teachers in the book, as the teachers in the book were men and not mechanical teachers. Why had Margie started hating her school? Margie never liked school, but lately she had come to hate it more than ever because of her poor performance in geography. The mechanical teacher had been giving her test after test in the subject, and she had been doing worse and worse. How were Margie and Tommy assessed in their subjects? Tommy and Margie were given assignments by the mechanical teacher. They wrote their answers in a punch code they were trained in. Then they inserted their special answer sheets in the slot in the mechanical teacher. The teacher corrected their assignments and calculated the marks in no time. Next question. What did Margie hate the most about her school? The part that Margie hated most about her school was the slot where she had to put homework and test papers. She always had to write them in a punch code that she was made to learn at the age of 6. The mechanical teacher calculated her marks in no time, leaving no time for Margie to relax after submitting the assigned task. Write a brief note on Margie's school routine. Margie was taught by a large black television screen installed in a room next to her bedroom. Margie followed a strict routine and had regular days and hours for school. She studied from Monday to Friday at the same time every day, as her mother taught thought that young girls learned things better if they studied them at regular hours. Margie's mother was very particular about her studies, justified with evidence from the story. Margie's mother was very particular about her studies and made sure that Margie attended her tele school regularly and at fixed times, as she felt little girls learned better if they learned at regular hours. She took a keen interest in Margie's performance, and when she felt she was not doing too well in a particular subject, geography, she called the county inspector to have a look at the mechanical teacher. Who was the county inspector? How did he improve Margie's performance? The county inspector was a technical expert who identified and rectified errors in the functioning of the mechanical teacher. When the county inspector examined the working of Margie's mechanical teacher, he found that the geography sector had been geared too quick. He slowed it up to an average 10-year level. He found overall pattern of Margie quite satisfactory. Write a brief note on the county inspector. The county inspector was a round little man with a red face and whole box of tools with dials and wires. He was certainly a kind-hearted man, and he put Margie at ease by giving her an apple and telling her mother that if Margie was not performing well, it was not her fault but the fault of the mechanical teacher. He aligned the speed of the geography sector, keeping in mind the level of the girl. Before leaving, he patted Margie on her head and expressed satisfaction at her performance. Why was Margie not doing well in geography? What did the county inspector do to help her? Margie was not doing well in geography. In fact, her performance was getting worse day by day. Her mother sent the county inspector to look into her problem. He told Mrs. Jones that geography sector in Margie's mechanical teacher was geared up a little too quick for her, and that he had slowed it up to the level of an average 10-year-old. Why did Margie get disappointed after the geography sector of her teacher was set right? Margie's mechanical teacher had been giving her test after test in geography, and her mother had asked the county teacher to look into it. Margie had hoped that the mechanical teacher would be taken away for some time, as Tommy had been where it had malfunctioned. But she was disappointed when the county inspector set the mechanical teacher right then and there. What had once happened to Tommy's teacher? Once Tommy's mechanical teacher had developed a fault and his history sector had blanked out absolutely. The teacher had to be taken away for repairs, and it had taken almost a month to put it in order. Long type answers. How did Margie and Tommy react to the book Tommy found in his attic? Why? Margie and Tommy were neighbors and friends. They lived in 2157 in an age of technology when going to school meant sitting in a room by oneself, being taught by a mechanical teacher that was adjusted to fit the learner's mind, and reading from a telebook with moving words. Then on May 7th, 2157, Tommy found an old book with yellow and wrinkled paper in the attic of the house. He shared the exciting news with his friend Margie, and together they were wonderstruck, for they had before never seen or heard about a book that had no screen but only fixed text on pages. The book was quite different from the telebooks they were used to. As Margie and Tommy read the book, they were amazed by its contents. They discovered that hundreds of years ago, schools were huge buildings where hundreds of children went to study, and where children of the same age studied together, carried out the same activities and tasks. They were taught by real human teachers with the help of real books. Write a short note on the school system in the fun they had. Margie and Tommy were young school-going children in the year 2157. Schools and teachers in the 22nd century are entirely different from the ones in the present day. Margie and Tommy's school is not in a separate special building, but a room in their respective houses where the television or the mechanical teacher is placed. Each student had to sit and study alone with the help of a mechanical teacher, a large, a black and ugly machine with a big screen on which all lessons were shown and questions were asked. The teacher assigns tests to the students and assesses their progress. The speed of the different subject sector is fixed according to the age level of each student. There is a special slot in the tele-teacher where students have to insert their homework or test. If the mechanical teacher develops any fault, there are engineers to repair it. Sometimes the fault may be major one and it takes a longer duration to repair it, as was the case when Tommy's history teacher developed a snag and it took a month to repair it. Thus, the mechanical teachers and classrooms of Margie and Tommy are fully computerized and completely different from the present day schools. Do you think the author Isaac Asimov is warning us about the danger of too much computerization? In his short story, The Fun They Had, Isaac Asimov depicts the school system in 2157, which is based on the technical advancement. 13-year-old Tommy and 11-year-old Margie both study with a computer teacher at home, while the individual teaching can train the personal talents, and it is a perfect way to give every child knowledge and information based on the child's capacity, but there are some disadvantages too. Pupils do not learn like computer. Learning has to be fun, otherwise the probability of forgetting is higher. Another disadvantage is that there is no social relationship like at the school today. Learning with friendship, school can be a motivation. Students improve their communication skill and their behavior in a group. Mechanical teacher cannot give moral values to the children. I think Asimov is trying to warn us that school system which is being followed in 2157 is a good way of giving children knowledge and information for job, but it is not good at giving ability for intrapersonal relationship. In my opinion, the disadvantages are serious than the advantages, and I feel it is a warning by the author Isaac Asimov that this kind of schooling may not be in fact be an ideal option for students. Thank you. Have a nice day.